What goes on, my fellow knights? CaptainZekter is here with my first top 10. Like I promised in my 50 subscriber thank you video, I'm gonna give you my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. Let me emphasize, all time. Legendaries included. But anyways, it took me a while to do, so that's why I haven't been posting my Pokemon videos. I've been spending all the time I make them doing this top 10. And may I say, I loved how it turned out. Now just remember, these are my opinions. It does not mean mine are better than yours, or yours are better than mine. So, it's just opinions! So let's get started, shall we? Leading the army of 10, we have Zangoose. Well, first I love Zangoose because he's a mongoose. And what do mongooses hate? Snakes. So it's like me and Zangoose are one and the same. I hate snakes, he hates snakes. Second of all, I'm not afraid of snakes, I just hate them for many reasons I will not put in this video. Back to Zangoose. The design is stunning and his stats are really good too. His toxic boost ability is phenomenal, not to mention his shiny form is blue instead of red, making him even more awesome. And blue's my favorite color, by the way. But Zangoose is just a really cool Pokemon. I still need to train one, just have not had the time yet. Yeah, that's all I got. Next! Taking the number 9 slot, we have the badass Grass Starters Evolution, Sceptile. Sceptile's been one of my favorite grass types for as long as I could remember, because I played Pokemon for a very long time. And every time I started a game, I would start with the Grass Starter because I don't know why. He was the fastest starter on record until Greninja came and took that spot. But if Sceptile had his Unburdened ability, Greninja could not outspeed him to save his life. I guess the ninja will never outspeed the thief. Now design-wise, it's just awesome. And the fact he can now Mega Evolve into part Dragon makes him even awesomer. Wait, it's not a word. And not caring. Let's move on. Now, if you've been on my channel for a long time, you may have thought this Pokemon would be higher on the list. Taking the number 8 spot is Flogis. Flogis is a special defensive threat. No matter how hard you try, you will never be able to take this thing out in one hit with a special move. It's like Goodra, just better. That's debatable. But now moving on into design, Flogis looks, well, gorgeous. And the fact that Flogis can be in 5 amazing colors makes her even more awesome. You can't be in 5 amazing colors, bitch! Everyone knows my red Flogis Mama Vor, and that Flogis don't care video, so no more explaining on how bulky Flogis is. The reason why Flogis is not higher on this list is simple. Fairy nerfed Dark and I'm still pissed! After 5 generations of Pokemon, we finally have a T-Rex Pokemon in the form of Tyrantrum. Look at this beautiful monster of destruction and power! First of all, this thing is bulky as hell, with defense at 119 and an attack stat of 121. Then if you add Dragon Dance to its arsenal, that 71 base stat will not even matter. It'll outspeed Greninja, Noivern, and anything in between, if he has at least 2 Dragon Dances up. This thing just spells destruction. And design-wise, gets the Zekter seal of approval. It's everything I ever wanted in a T-Rex Pokemon. I called mine Betty, because I accidentally bred a female Tyrantrum with 5 perfect IVs. No one would have ever guessed this next one. Not even my best friend. I don't talk about this one a lot, so that's probably why. Taking slot 6 is Noctowl. This one will take some explaining. My love of Noctowl kind of blossomed in Soul Silver when I caught and trained one, because I saw that Ash had one in the anime, and since I would always watch it, it looked so cool. This was midget-sized and shiny. It looked awesome and cute and badass at the same time. Probably how I came to love Noctowl so much. Ash. Thanks, Ash. that beautiful midget Noctowl. That's shiny. And this Sprite next in line looks beautiful as well. When I go ditto hunting, I'll catch a couple of Noctowl for the hell of it. If I could have a 5 IV'd, unhacked, shiny Noctowl, I'd be the happiest elf in all the land. Number 5 is my favorite grass type of all time, Chestnut. I was so hyped for Chespin, and when I saw him evolve into Quilladin, he got better. Not a lot of people like Quilladin, but I thought he was cute and looked funny. When I played Y for the first time and my Quilladin finally evolved into Chestnut, I was stunned on how plain awesome he looked. Grass fighting is not the best typing, but all those resistances make up for all those weaknesses. Chestnut is just a cool grass type in general, and his bulletproof ability makes him even cooler. Because a lot of common moves are bullet and ball moves, Chestnut hands down gets the best starter of all time award. At number 4, we have Yvettle. And before I get those comments, he's a legendary though. I said my all-time top 10 favorites. So legendaries are straight legals, fool! I love Yvettle. Every part of him screams badass. This destructive, Y-shaped wyvern of the sky will always be better than that stupid voodoo deer. But that's a rant for another day. Yvettle is just a powerhouse. He helped me out in the Elite Four, and now he's level 100 and helped me grind for cash in the Elite Four. So much destruction. That's exactly why he's known as the destruction Pokemon, you know. Look it up in the Pokedex, fool! Okay, there were 3 Pokemon I was hyped for in Gen 6. Chespin, Yvettle, and number 3, Malamar. Look at it. It screams evil psychic energy. Being the first dark psychic type ever makes Malamar that much better. First, the new people might be wondering why I love Malamar, because I believe Malamar is a Yu-Yu. You can like Pokemon that are in lower tiers. I'm just going to put that out right now. I like Malamar because it looks awesome, and that contrary ability makes it OP if it's got superpower. If you let one set up, you're screwed unless you got a fast special attacker. I did get a sweep with one a while back. Link in the description if I remember, but I probably won't, so don't expect it to be there. Even knowing Malamar is 4 times weak to Bug, it's a pretty solid type. Then Malamar is also weak to Fairy, but I already told you how pissed off I was about that! Stealing slot 2 is none other than Umbreon. I think this one was obvious. I have a shiny Umbreon that I named Umbretron for a reason. It's bulkier than hell itself. This thing can take hits all day, and it's one of the best Toxic Stars I've ever used. But we don't talk about Shuckle, because Shuckle is the best out of everybody. He's the best Toxic Staller. He's going to screw up your life. He has Rest, he has Contrary, and he has Shell Smash. You will never live. We are done talking about Shuckle. Probably fell in love with Umbreon when I saw Shiny Umbreon for the first time. That was when I watched Dookie Shit make his top 10 Shiny list. He is where I got the idea to name a Shiny Umbreon Umbretron. He was just kidding, but I love that idea. So that's why I love my Umbreon so much. But he is not number 1. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you probably saw this one coming. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, my favorite Pokemon of all time is none other than the lightning god himself, Zekrom. But Zekter, he's a legendary! Well, there is nothing wrong about having your favorite Pokemon be a legendary! If I did not include legendaries, Umbreon would have been number 1. But it's an all-time list! All time! How many times do I need to emphasize? All time! All time! I think I just... Damn it, I knocked over my glass. Never mind! Zekrom and I go way back, though. It was maybe 2 weeks before Black and White came out when I figured out there was a 5th generation of Pokemon. I was just on Google and looking at Pokemon pictures, and I saw some Pokemon that I thought were fan-made. But it brought me over to Cerebi, where I discovered Gen 5 for the first time. Before long, I was already planning my team. Then I saw the box covers for Black and White. I saw an awesome looking black dragon, and I saw a white furry dong shit looking dragon. Quick disclaimer, I'm not racist. It was obvious on which one I chose. And when I learned this thing was part electric, I flipped. The first ever electric dragon type Pokemon. Then we got Mega Ampharos, but that's another video for another day. Now, after I beat the game, it was around Christmas time, and my stepbrother showed me a game called Minecraft. But Zekter, what does that have to do with your top 10? I'm getting to that. So hold your Rapidashes. Actually, don't do that. It's not a good idea, because they'll set you on fire, like poor Ash. But anyways, back to the story. After I got my Minecraft account, I would play single player all day. About 6 months or so later, I was on a server that had factions. You know, like raids people would do to other people's factions, that kind of crap. I was creating one but could not figure out a name. So I just started walking around my room, then I came across a picture of Zekrom I just keep on the wall just because I want to have it there. Before long, I thought of calling the faction Zektro, and I moved from the ocean to the sky. Zektro is now a floating base in the clouds. Not a city like I want to make, just a base of operation. Later on, I left that server because Zekter had been griefed to hell, so later that night, I thought to myself, I need a hero to protect Zektro from invaders. After a good 2 hours laying around in bed, I thought of a name, CaptainZekter, the defender of the skies. So really, Zekrom is the origin to my channel. If I did not have that picture there, this channel might not even exist. CaptainZekter would still be Clunite, which was my first channel I posted videos on. And man, did they suck! So, Zekrom takes number 1 because he is the founder of Zektro. This is why we worship him, my fellow knights.
No! We're done talking about Shuckle!
I've spit so much on my phone, it is ridiculous. Well, that was my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. I hope you enjoyed the backstories and stuff. And just to let you know, number 12 was Cherim, and number 11 would have been Pyroar, because they're boss. They are totally boss. So if you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. If this video hits 20 likes, I will do another top 10 video, maybe. Maybe my 10 least favorite Pokemon, I don't know. But anyways, Knights, friend code's in the description. Bye. Well, I just thought I should just show you guys a little behind the scenes of how I made the video in this nice little folder here called Operation Top 10. My god, look at all this footage, pictures, and all this other crap. Man, this took a really long time to make, and I'll switch over to the Camtasia here in a second. Can I open this? Yes, I can. I didn't know if I had to switch to Fraps recording or not. So we have all of this gone down to the last wire. It's just ridiculous on how much time I spent doing this. I'll tell you guys though, it was worth it, and I had fun doing it. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!
Ding dong!